In the quiet province of Kai, the night sky stretched wide, the moon glowing silver like a guardian's eye. The bamboo groves rustled as though whispering secrets between their tall green stalks. Among them walked Riku, a young samurai whose armor no longer gleamed with pride but dulled with exhaustion. His clan had been shattered in a brutal battle, and now silence weighed heavier than any sword. Riku paused, gazing at the moon. He whispered, "I made a promise, and even if my clan is gone, my vow remains." Already listeners lean in. What was this vow? Who was it for? Why did he cling to it beneath the lonely moonlight? Years earlier, Riku had trained under Master Hayato, an old samurai whose stern discipline was matched only by his compassion. On the night before the battle that destroyed their clan, Master Hayato entrusted Riku with a scroll. Inside lies a teaching meant not for warriors, but for the future, he said. Riku had sworn under the moon to protect it until the rightful day it could be shared. The next morning, Master Hayato fell in battle. The scroll now lay hidden against Riku's chest, its presence a burning reminder of his promise. The war left villages in ruins. Riku wandered across Japan, a ronin, a masterless samurai. Children cried in empty streets, rice paddies lay untended, and temples burned. He offered his sword, not for gold, but for sheltering the weak. Yet whispers followed him, the last shadow of Kai. His name became a rumor. At night, beneath the moon, he would hold the scroll close, wondering if he had the strength to keep a vow no one else remembered. In a quiet tea house near Edo, Riku met Aiko, a woman who brewed tea with such grace it seemed each cup carried a prayer. She noticed the weight in his silence. "Samurai," she said softly, "some promises are heavier than battles." Her words pierced his armor of quiet, but he could not reveal his secret. He bowed and whispered, "The moon knows more than I can tell. The moon knows more than I can tell. The moon knows more than I can tell." Not long after, a group of bandits terrorized Aiko's village. Riku faced them alone under the moonlight. His sword sang, precise and fierce, yet his spirit wavered. He defeated them, but one bandit laughed with his dying breath. "You protect them, but you cannot protect yourself from fate. Promises end with the dead." That night, Riku's hand trembled as he touched the hidden scroll. Was his vow foolish, or was it the very thing keeping him alive? Under a full moon, Aiko found Riku kneeling in the shrine garden, whispering his doubts. She asked, "What burdens your soul so deeply?" For the first time, Riku spoke of Master Hayato, of the scroll, of the vow he could not break. His voice cracked like a boy's. Aiko listened, tears glistening in her eyes. She said, then your promise is not a chain. It is a lantern. Hold it high, and others will find their way. A shift begins from despair to purpose. The next day, Riku finally opened the scroll. His hands shook as he unrolled it beneath the soft light of dawn. But inside, there were no battle strategies, no clan secrets, only a single line. The strength of a samurai lies not in the sword, but in protecting life. Riku wept. All his years of wandering, of blood and sacrifice, had been for these simple words, and yet they were heavier than any weapon. Whispers reached him. A warlord in the north was gathering power, burning villages, enslaving survivors. The people needed hope. For the first time, Riku realized the vow was never about guarding parchment. It was about carrying its meaning. He tied the scroll to his belt openly, as if daring the world to see what he protected. When the warlord's men came to seize Aiko's village, Riku stood alone at the gates. The moon was bright, the air sharp. Villagers watched from their homes, praying. Riku fought, not for glory or clan, but for life. His blade moved with a rhythm not of rage, but of protection. Every strike seemed guided by the silent promise written in that single line. Though victorious, Riku was struck down, bleeding beneath the moon. The villagers gathered, carrying him to safety. As his eyes dimmed, he pressed the scroll into Aiko's hands. "If I cannot carry it further," he whispered, "let its light pass through you." Riku survived his wounds, though his strength never fully returned. But he did not need the sword anymore. He began teaching children the lesson of the scroll: kindness, protection, honor without cruelty. Soon, stories spread, not of a Ronin, but of a teacher who turned a broken vow into a living one. Years later, under the same glowing moon where he once swore his vow, Riku stood beside Aiko and the children of the village. The scroll rested on the shrine altar, not as a secret to be guarded, but as wisdom shared openly. He whispered, "A promise kept in silence can still echo for generations." And as the moon bathed them all in silver light, the lesson was clear. Promises bound by kindness outlast even empires. And so, dear listener, the tale of a samurai's silent promise under the moon finds its gentle close. May it remind you that true strength is not in the sword we carry, but in the lives we protect, the kindness we give, and the promises we honor. If this story brought you peace tonight, I invite you to subscribe to History Sleep Bedtime Stories for more timeless journeys into the past. Close your eyes now, breathe deeply, and let the whispers of history carry you into restful dreams.